to another episode of Hey, I Seen That. Yes. Oh, so today I'm reviewing the following 3 films. I'm doing Bliss, I'm Your Woman, and Poison Rose. Okay, so stay tuned while I get into it. Okay, see you in a few.
Taking the day off in here? The boss wants to see you.
I get a whiskey, double.
You're real.
Sorry?
I want to tell you something really cool. You see all these people outside? They're not real. This is a simulation.
I'm Cal.
Is Eddie okay?
You know what Eddie is?
That he's a thief? Yes, I know what Eddie is. Is anybody looking?
Only the big dogs left.
We live in a world that's full of risk.
I don't. I never lose, Carson.
A lot has happened since I left Texas. You did well.
Looks can be deceiving.
How can I help you?
I'd like to hire you.
All right, so let's start off with Bliss. Let's start about this storyline. It starts out with a man who is divorced, and then he finds out he's fired. In the midst of his total disorientation and depression, he accidentally kills his boss. Then he stumbles outside of the office building, like in complete panic mode. Stumbles out of his business office and goes across the street or around the corner to this bar to get a drink because he needs a drink, after all that. Then he runs into a homeless woman, okay? And I mean, she looks really, nice and a little quirky, but she's definitely a hobo. She's homeless. And then they're talking and conversing, and she slipped something in his drink, and baby, he went on a trip of his life. They went on an adventure. I'm talking about this adventure was so good that he found out that his total existence was a simulation. Yes. Let's get into who starred in this. So, this film was directed by Mike Cahill, and it starred Owen Wilson and Salma Hayek, and of course they did really good together. I enjoyed their on-camera chemistry. Yeah, so this film had lots of funny moments, and I think that you would definitely be entertained. If you're looking for something that's just off the beaten path and not your typical love story, you just have to tune into this one because you would definitely be entertained. I'm going to rate Bliss with a blissful 3 peaches. 3. Okay, let's go to the next one. Our next film is I'm Your Woman. This film was a crime drama. Now, this story starts out with a couple, a woman, and she couldn't cook too good. That I noticed, being that I like to cook. And her husband just brings her a baby and says, "This is yours. You can take care of it." and comes to find out he is a crook. He works for the mob, and he ends up betraying the mob. I believe he killed the mob boss. So she had to go on the run because all hell broke loose, honey. They was coming for her with vengeance. So she ended up having a saving grace because some people owed him, her husband, some favors, and she just went on a, I think all the big stuff happened in one night, if I recall correctly, and it was just a horrific night. I'm talking about anything you could think of that could possibly happen. This particular film didn't lend to much dialogue as to what really happened to her boyfriend. It left you with a lot of question marks, well, for me. And it wasn't good enough for me to actually watch again to tie the dots together. So I'm going to rate I'm Your Woman with 3 peaches. You know, it's missing some dialogue on different things to help you tie certain loose ends together, but it's definitely an interesting watch. There were some really great action scenes that'll definitely keep you on the edge of your seat. But again, there were some things that kind of was left open for interpretation or suggestion, or up to your imagination. And it would have been nice to kind of had those particular loose ends explained somehow. And maybe I got it wrong, maybe they did and I missed it, but I honestly, I liked the film, but it wasn't a film that I want to watch again just to make sure I understand or if I missed something. Nope. I wouldn't be able to reclaim my time. So I'm giving I'm Your Woman 3 peaches. On to the next film. The next film is The Poison Rose. Yeah, when I saw the cover for this particular film, I was like, what? This is gonna be good. Look who's in it. It's gonna be really good. Let's go into it. All right. So this film came out in 2019. So I totally missed it. I believe it was on Prime Video, Amazon Prime. So I totally missed it. I'm still catching up on Prime Videos. So Poison Rose was about an ex-football star turned private investigator gets a particular case in his old hometown, and he gets there and he has a soft spot for a particular person who needs his help. And as the story goes on, you find out that the person who needs his help, you know, used to be his ex, and back in the day, and he just abruptly just left because of a football scandal that everybody in town remembers when they see him, and you know, pretty much looking at him like, why are you coming back? You should be embarrassed. And long story short, he ends up finding out that his daughter is being blamed for this particular incident. And the story just goes on and on. So let's get into who was in the cast. So this particular film starred John Travolta and Morgan Freeman. Now, you know, if you see both of them on the cover together, you think the movie is about to be fire. It's about to be lit. No, it wasn't. I don't know what it was about the film. I don't know if it was the tone of the film or if it just was the story itself. Something just didn't click for me, and I just don't know what it was. I actually rewinded back. I did, and just try to look at certain bits and pieces. But again, you know, because I love both of these actors, I absolutely love them. And again, it just was like, yeah. The director was Francesco Cinquemani. I know I jacked that up. Francesco Cinquemani. Maybe I got it. Sorry, Francesco, if I ever work with you, I'm sorry. Yeah. I struggled with trying to identify how I wanted to rate this, because we have like two legends in this film, and there were several other top tier actors in this film too. So they had a wonderful cast. You know, the cinematography was on point. The costumes were perfect. Like, everything that you need for A+ celebrity star actors was provided, and the actors delivered their job. Something was off with the story. I think, I honestly, I'm just not sure what it was, but I am rating The Poison Rose with 2 peaches. Okay, so The Poison Rose with 2 peaches. Now, if you enjoy a thriller, I love thriller, horror, action. I love everything. I can't think of anything I don't really like. I just love cinema. But if you're a thriller fan and fanatic, definitely check this out and let me know what you think. Now it's time to talk about what was fucked up in the game with each one of these movies.
Fucked up in the game. Fucked up. Fucked up. Fucked up in the game. Fucked up.
All right.
Fucked up in the game.
Yes. So let's get into this. Let's get into this fucked up in the game moments. So we're gonna start with the fucked up in the game moment with Bliss. Okay, so I mean, just off top, I wasn't really sure if he found out he was being divorced the same day as being fired, or he was already divorced and then he just got fired. But either way it go, you're already going down a rabbit's hole. Being divorced, that kind of has to feel like, damn, I failed. And then you go into work and you get fired. Listen, if that ain't fucked up in the game, I don't know what is. That is fucked up. Then you go out just to get a drink, just to ease your mind and release some of the pressure and just escape from your reality, just to get drugged up and dragged on the streets with somebody homeless and end up being homeless yourself. Listen, that ain't fucked up. I don't know what is. It fucked up. Then to go through all of this, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to believe if this woman is really nuts, just to find out that all of the stuff you've been going through, all of this angst, fear, pain, guilt, disappointment, is a simulation?
Fucked up in the game. Fucked up. Fucked
Baby,
up.
that's fucked up. Fucked up. Do you understand me? All right, let's get on to the next fucked up situation. Okay, so now I'm your woman. Fucked up moment. Oh, it was a lot of fucked up moments in this film, but I'm just gonna highlight like 3. Number 1, learning that you don't really know your mate. That's like one of my biggest fears, to be involved with someone and thinking that they're one thing just to find out that there's something totally different. And I mean, we pretty much, I'm sure that the average person has experienced that in some form or fashion, but it's typically on a lower scale. It's not like after you've been married to someone for a very long time and then you find out you don't really know them. So that is definitely fucked up. Number 2 is just having your husband come home and give you a random baby and say it's yours. Did I get pregnant? Oh, we didn't make this. Where you get this baby from? Listen, I'm telling you, that wouldn't have happened to a sister. I'm just gonna say it. You're not coming home with some random chick's baby talking about some, it's yours, here you go, take care of it. Baby, no, this ain't. What you thought, right? Like, no, that's not happening. But she took the baby, you know, she took the baby and like totally, you can tell that she was just totally like clueless as to what to do with this baby. So that's like, that whole situation was just fucked up to me. Fucked up. Okay, so the next fucked up situation is just being a grown adult and just not knowing how to fend for yourself under stressful circumstances. You know, it must be really nice to have lived a life and know 0 about struggle and know 0 about how to protect yourself. Like, just to be completely clueless about your surroundings and think that everyone means you well. The life I live, I know enough to know that no, everybody don't mean you well. And you definitely need to be astute when it comes to your surroundings and the people that are consistently interacting with you. You know, you got to always, you know, question things and pay attention. You know, I don't trust folks. You know, people always have motives. You know, she was just so ignorant and just so helpless. And I was just like, wow. Like, I was floored at that. Like, you know, I was floored. She couldn't cook. She didn't know how to pay bills. She didn't know how to she didn't know how to protect herself. I was just like, it must be nice to not have to ever think about those things. You know what I'm saying? So it's fucked up that she didn't know how, but then it's also fucked up that there's people out there who just don't have to think about those things. It must be nice. It must be really nice, because I'm a jack of all trades, master of many. And if you fuck with me, you'll get plenty of bullets. Do you understand? Because this girl here ain't playing. I'm not playing with you. I'm not. Don't fuck with me. So, yeah. So that's it for the fucked up moments with I'm Your Woman. Let's get on to this next film. All right. So the fucked up moments in The Poison Rose. I have 2 fucked up situations in this particular film. And one is having a child and not know it. I mean, like, come on, women. Like, you really got to do better. You do. You know, that's fucked up in the game. You know you're pregnant, and you're pregnant by somebody you really want to be pregnant by. You should let the man know he's got a kid. You know, if you know he ain't shit and he can't contribute shit, then that's fine. You got it. You take care of it. You let him know you ain't got shit and you can't contribute shit, so therefore you can't say shit. But you can come and be present from time to time. That's fair. But anywho, he had a child. The character had a child and didn't even know it. And I think she was like in her 20s, you know, so That's fucked up. The next fucked up situation is owing money to street thugs. I'd rather go steal than owe money to some gang members, some street loan folks. I'd rather go steal than owe them money, because if you can't pay them back, it's a wrap. So yeah, that is the fucked up situation in the Poison Rose. Oh, people gotta do better. They do. They gotta do better. They gotta do better, honey. So that is it for another show of Hey, I Seen That. I hope you enjoyed today's movies. Please leave some comments and let me know what you would like for me to watch and talk about. Also, just remember, sit back, relax, and chill with me and watch a movie. I'm Carissa K, and thank you for tuning in to Hey, I Seen That.